All right, welcome back to Gotham Sound's coverage of NAB 2026. We are wrapping up the end of day one. You can literally see people breaking stuff down behind us with Paul from DPA Microphones. Paul, thanks for being here.
Great to be here. Thanks for having us.
Awesome. Yeah, I keep remembering or forgetting. Thank you for having us.
The feeling is mutual.
Perfect.
Yes.
All right, so DPA continues the revamp of the line. What do you have?
We do, yeah. So what I'm holding in my hand here is called the 4097 Micro Shotgun. This has got the Core Plus technology in it. So as a reminder to everyone out there, what that ultimately does is that takes the THD level down to a non-measurable amount until you get to about 3 dB before peak. So you literally won't experience any harmonic distortion, like I said, until about 3 dB before peak. And that's only going to be a transient for like a split millisecond, right? Mm-hmm. So that's really important to consider, especially when you have several microphones live at one time, right? And say it's an orchestral recording or some loud, type of an event that's happening on film, right? When you have that type of dynamic build, you're not receiving any harmonic distortion from our microphones, and as we all know, that is compounded down the line. Mm-hmm. So if it's not starting with us, that just means that much cleaner and more pure of a sound all the way through.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And this has the new MicroLock technology.
It does. So this is proprietary. We've got the MicroLock across all of our instrument mics, the 4099s, the lavs, and so forth. But this one's special. So what I mean by that is, yes, when you tighten this down, you're going to hear 11 clicks, and you're going to know that you've got that tactile sense. Yes, this is home. It's not going anywhere unless you pull back on the spring. But here's the special part, which is only with the 4097, and that is that I can hold this position right here, and I can rotate the microphone. So at the end of the day, what this means is that if this is connected to, say, a body pack, something along those lines where, let's say we're putting this in a car visor or something to capture that in-car scene that's taking place, I can position that microphone without having to move the body pack at all. Or let's flip it upside down. We're going to have proprietary cabling that goes all the way up to the ceiling, and I'm going to use this as a permanent install mic for a choral, right? Let's say in a church, right? And so this is hanging. We've all been there in the past where we get the microphone positioned, everything's fine, but you've got 20 feet of cable that's hanging there. Next morning you come back and the microphone's twisted over here, right? Cable's got to come to rest. Let that happen. Bring that microphone right back in without twisting the cable. It's a pretty cool. These are the details, really, that we pay attention to, that we want to be able to pass on so that at the end of the day, these solutions are more viable in the field.
So is it safe to say that these kind of details are why, the lavs came out with the Core Plus technology
100%,
first?
100%.
And MicroLock,
Yeah.
because they don't have that problem.
Yeah, this MicroLock took us actually quite a bit of time in order to master that. We wanted it to maintain the smooth operation, so it's as if you don't notice any difference. And that's a bit of engineering in such a small piece right there.
Yeah. Great. Okay. And those are available now.
They're available. Yep, they are shipping.
Yeah.
Yep, they're out.
We've had those. Now, is that the last update from Core to Core Plus, or is there still more happening?
We've always got more stuff happening, but right now that is the current technology, the Core Plus, right? And to be honest with you, the rest of the market is going to take a long time to get caught up with this.
Sure. Because
of the fact that THD level is non-existent. It's like, who else is doing it? Right?
No, but I mean, are there any more microphones to update?
I think this might be the last one.
That might be the last one. And that's the 4099 and the 97.
That's correct. 4099s all have the Core Plus. It does not have the swivel mount on the MicroLock because it's not needed.
I see.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the neat thing about this is, and what you were kind of alluding to, is that you can utilize all of the 4099 mounts with this microphone as well. So if we step back, say, into the film industry, they love using the universal mount, the piano mount, which is the magnetic one. Think about having this as a micro shotgun, that is in a door frame where the shot happens to be. It's a metal door frame. It's connected right up there. Nobody needs to be holding it. It's out of the shot, everything. So they really love utilizing these mounts and so forth in order to get that accomplished.
People love it in cars.
Yeah, they
it's
do.
like the car mic, for sure.
Yeah, I've utilized these, whether you've got like a baseball cap or say a plant or something on a dining table or in a restaurant. The microphone's sitting right there with the belt pack in the plant. Nobody sees it.
Yeah.
It is the plant mic.
Yeah, it's the plant mic for sure. All right, well, is there anything else, end of day one, what's the thing that you've talked about the most?
Wow. So much. The conversations have gone from shotgun microphones to immersive capture. We're talking about all of the different technologies in and around what the film and broadcast industry are doing. We're talking about super loud sources like F1 cars and how do we mic those up. And so it's been a fantastic day, wonderful turnout. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the next 3 days, actually.
How do you mic an F1 car?
So typically, we're gonna think about at least 2 mics, right? One in and around the engine compartment, right, and one back by the exhaust. And we're going to use our heavy-duty lav mics that have the highest SPL handling capabilities because we're thinking about heat and dust and everything.
So like a 4661.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. So. And there's all kinds of ways that they're incorporating those into it. And there's a lot of sensitive issues in and around being able to do such a thing because everything adds weight. And you have to get all the proper permissions across the board in order to even come out and be close to the cars. And so it's an honor for us to be able to do things like that. Yeah.
And what do you record it to?
So a lot of times they're being utilized in a few different capacities, right? A lot of it's being broadcasted so that you have the sound of the engines in the cars, and that can be pumped all the way to people's televisions, so the folks who are sitting on the couch, right? But the other side of that is pretty fun because you can also use it to monitor what's happening with the engine and the exhaust and the car itself. So people are monitoring this via headphones, and they can tell if something's going wrong. We need to pull you in, type of a thing. So they're monitoring the health of everything just by the way it sounds as well.
So that's going into some kind of wireless feed.
100%, yeah.
That can then be broadcast or tapped into.
Yeah.
So that's potentially a lot of mics if it's on every NASCAR.
It is potentially a lot of mics, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Let's see. Kyle was just commenting. He said, when I asked, in response to what I asked about the miking one of those cars, he said very carefully.
Very carefully, yes, exactly.
And that he had to use them on some new Mustangs and 2,000 horsepower drag race cars.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Very cool.
Very fun.
Awesome. All right, well look, thank you so much for being with us.
You bet.
Wrapping it up day one here. Thank you to Jared and Peter and Joe and everybody else in Gotham. And who? Nate. Oh gosh, Nate the Great. Gosh darn it.
Nate the Great.
Nate the Great. Nate's amazing.
Yeah.
He literally does more than anybody else could. But that's really everybody at Gotham. And also thank you to everybody for watching, leaving comments, being customers, just being who you are and existing in the world. We really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more coverage tomorrow, day 2, NAB 2026. Email us at info@gothamsound.com. Follow us social media. I'm going to go take a nap. Have a good night.